It's day 2 of the Swiss pairs in Brighton. Not Brighton, Eastbourne. Oh dear. I'm with this man.
Hello.
Who has been a fun bridge addict this weekend. He's got Matt Brown playing fun bridge, he's got me playing fun bridge in challenges, and he's going to see how the robot extraordinaire players compete against him and always bid 3N and never have the bids and all that sort of stuff. So he's going to learn. We are, after an underwhelming day yesterday, we're about just over 10 below average, so not the worst position to be in. We would have liked to be higher, and last time we played a final day of a Swiss pairs event, we won all 6, so that's the aim today. I don't know what the actual aim is, whether it's to finish in the top 20, whether it's to beat Jen, whether it's to beat Gizzy, I don't know. Sorry? Be card perfect, no errors. And I think we didn't have a single set last night where there wasn't at least an error. There was a match we weren't going to win. There was definitely one match we were not going to win. Our opponents played well, and but then the other 5, all of them could have been wins in our favour. I think we made enough errors in all the matches we lost we could have won, I think. But we won 3 out of 6. You know, that's not too bad, is it? I guess we won half. It's just our losses were bigger than our wins. So we're here as the last day in Eastbourne. I've really enjoyed it. We went to a nice place along the coast last night, and then we went to the pub, and then we played a jigsaw. It's been a really nice place, and I much prefer hiring an Airbnb with friends than having a separate hotel room for everyone, because as soon as you go back to your hotel, you're sort of by yourself again. But in an Airbnb, you're still socialising until you go to bed. So I really enjoyed the B&B we got. Thank you, Magnus. It was a good find, and hopefully we can book the same one next year, because I've really enjoyed this. This is really good, and although it's a shame it's not Brighton anymore, the event's huge. It's the biggest event I've played in England, I think, since COVID anyway. Since COVID, so I think before COVID there might have been some other big ones as well, but it's way bigger than the Spring Fours by about 20 teams. The venue's much nicer than the Spring Fours venue. It's much more spacious, so it's been good so far. So we're going to go here. This is our kind of breakfast joint of choice. It's the, what's it called? I actually don't know. They haven't got their name anywhere. Oh, Favroloso maybe?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Favroloso. So that's good. I would recommend that. They've been nice, the staff have been great, and there's lots of interest. Sorry?
Bill Bryson's a fan.
Bill Bryson's a fan, apparently, so there we go. So we're gonna. I've got this ludicrously hot coffee that Magnus got me, and I can't drink it yet, it's too hot. So I'll walk over to the venue with it and all my bags. Andy and Matt have gone. They're going back to work at the Acol tonight, and yeah. But our aim today is to not make us look bad. I think card perfect for Magnus. I think he secretly wants to beat Jen, but let's see. We lost, but 11-9, so it's a draw loss rather than a loss. Like our losses yesterday were big. I mean, if you're going to lose, you want to lose 11-9. You have this hand. You've got Queen to 3, 3 low, Ace King 10x, and you elect to pass as dealer, which is fine. With Andy, we would be opening this. With us, we're passing bad 11s. And it goes unopposed, they get to 3N, but the auction goes unconvincingly. It goes a diamond, a heart, a spade, 2 clubs, game forcing. So you have the option of doubling this. I think you could double this, say a club lead, but there's a danger that they play in 2 clubs. You know, partner's broke here, so maybe one of them's got clubs and you're playing 2 clubs redoubled, and clubs is the unbid 2 anyway, so there's a chance that if partner's not got a good lead, they might lead a club anyway. So you pass. I mean, it's marginal, I think. And then the next hand bids 2 diamonds, just shaping out, and then the hand on your right jumps to 3 hearts in a game forcing hand. So this is going to be like 6 or 7 good hearts, and then it goes 3N on your left, pass. So the hand on your left has got at least 4 spades, at least 5 diamonds. The hand on your right has got 6 hearts, and the hand on your left is the one that's bid 3N. Partner leads the 8 of spades, and you can see Dummy there. Dummy's got stiff ace of spades, Ace King Jack 10 to 6 hearts. You've got a heart stop. They've got small doubleton diamond and Queen 4th club. Now declarers bid 3N, and you know they haven't really got a club stop, really. Are they bidding 3N on Jack X, Jack third? I don't know, maybe he's just bidding 3N because he's sort of forced to bid it because he hasn't got many hearts or any hearts. So, obviously partner has been a fish and not let a club for you. But you didn't double, so, you know, it's your own fault, I guess. And partner leads the 8 of spades and he goes ace, and the question to you is, do you encourage spades at trick 1? Normally you would encourage if you've got an honour, so you could encourage here because you've got the queen. Just to say, yeah, I've got something in spades. But 2 questions go through your mind. One, is partner going to get in? So if they're not going to get in, it doesn't really matter what you do, really. You want to hide stuff from declarer because you've got the values. And 2, if partner does get in, what do you want them to play? Do you want them to play a spade? No. Partner's had the 8 of spades. Now, from partner's point of view, your partner's going to be marked with nothing. Like, look at your hand. You've got 11, and they've bid a game-forcing thing. Dummy puts down like 14, and declarer's obviously going to have something. Partner's got nothing. Maybe partner's got Queen X of diamonds or King X of diamonds, and that's it. So if partner does get in, you don't want them to play a spade. You also know that they've likely just led a spade because they've got 5 low, and they're just trying not to give a trick away. Because from partner's point of view on the auction, it sounds like they've missed a slam. You haven't opened, so you shouldn't have 11. You do, but you know it's not a good 11. So you've got 10 or fewer, and partner's gonna, partner's marked with like 2 or 3 points. So partner thinks they've got, a slam, and so they're just going to lead a safe lead. So maybe partner, if they do get in, you want them to switch to a club, and so you really need to discourage a trick 1. So although you should encourage, because you've got an honour in the suit, you definitely shouldn't here. You definitely want to say, no, I haven't got anything in spades, because you really want partner to play a club, but what you really want is partner not to play a second spade. It looks like declarer has got King Jack to 4, King Jack 9 to 4, King Jack 10 to 4 based on partner's lead. And another spade from partner might give up an extra 2 tricks at worst. The other problem is, if partner does get in and doesn't switch to a club, you're in danger of getting squeezed. Look at what happens here. So there's the full hand. I got in, partner encouraged, I got in, I played a second spade, so declarer now has multiple diamond tricks, multiple spade tricks, and cashes them all, and comes down to the point where they played the last winner and they've got Queen of Clubs and Ace King Jack of Hearts. And Magnus is squeezed. They're not actually, I have the Jack of Clubs, but Magnus didn't know that. I think he thought declarer must have it for bidding 3N. And Magnus came down to Queen X of Hearts and a bare Ace of Clubs, and obviously declarer now drops the hearts because he's never playing a club in his life. So we just got completely bottom on that board in a match that we lost narrowly. So it was a bit annoying, but a lesson to be learnt, I think, of signals shouldn't necessarily be automatic. They should be based on what you want partner to do. So if you have an ace in a side suit, you shouldn't necessarily give attitude by your first discard if you don't want partner to play that. So if I don't want partner to play to my ace or whatever I might have, I should have the opportunity to say discard. And it doesn't necessarily mean I have or haven't got something in the suit. It means I don't want you to play this suit sometimes. So obviously that's a style thing and a defensive thing and a bit of a deeper thing, but I think it's an important thing to get into your mind, I'm afraid. And I think we were a bit sleepy there. We played a few things automatically. We could have won that match and we didn't. So we just played Gad and Stephen Lee. And again, look at the draw. We're 12 below, 13 below average or whatever we are, and we get a good pair. I was like, our draw's not been the best. Like, in theory, you shouldn't get good pairs below average at this stage of the event. You could do. I mean, people might consider us a good pair, but so you've got this hand. You have Queen 10 fifth, King Jack X, Stiff Jack, Queen Jack fourth, and partner opens a diamond. You bid a spade. Partner bids 2 diamonds. Pass. So first decision: are we moving here? I could bid 2N, but partner is likely to be 6 diamonds and they haven't jumped. So am I bidding 2N because it's better than 2 diamonds, or am I bidding 2N? Because the problem is I'm going to bid 2N and partner's going to raise to 3N when we haven't got game values and I haven't got diamond support for him. But obviously passing 2 diamonds out could be... Oh, I'm going to set this up. It's got legs. Why don't I ever use the legs? Let's do the legs today. So there we go. So I decided to go the low road. It's match points. I just passed, and hopefully we can make 2 diamonds. It might be bad if I bid 2N and he was going to pass 2N. This is probably the wrong choice. But I think with, you know, a decent diamond suit and a 13 count, he's probably going to raise to 3. He could. The only a danger is if he's something like 2, 4, 5, 2. But he could have rebid a no trump, or he could have opened a no trump with that. So I sort of discounted that. I guess he could be 1, 4, 5, 3, and in which case we're in a 5-1 fit. Anyway, I passed. And that's not where the decision of the hand comes in. It now goes double by the hand on my left, pass 2 hearts. So now you know Magnus has got actual diamonds. If this hand's doubling and this hand's bidding hearts, Magnus hasn't got hearts. Which means Magnus has got 6 diamonds and an opening hand, and I've got a 10 count. Do we think we can make something now? Well, we still haven't got a fit. Magnus probably doesn't have 3 spades. I don't think. He could have raised 1 spade to 2 spades with 3 spades and 6 diamonds potentially. So Magnus hasn't got spades. I haven't got diamonds. But we've got the balance of the points. Are things breaking badly? Yeah, in theory, I could lead a diamond and get a ruff. Maybe partner can ruff some spades or something like that. So I think this isn't making, and looking at the colours, they're favourable. This is and no offence, Gad, if you ever watch this is what he does. He just says, I'm not letting you play 2 diamonds double. So I whacked 2 hearts, and he goes pass, pass, pass. And dummy goes down with a 4 count. Well, obviously, you know you've sort of got them. They're not well, we've just got to beat this. But this is a match point. This is a match point board as well. Loads of decisions here were to do with match points. Like me passing 2 diamonds is a match point decision. Gad protecting with a double is a match point decision. Me doubling 2 hearts for penalties is a match point decision. I think if I double this and partner has ace king queen to 6 diamonds and a card, they're probably pulling to 3 diamonds. So I think this isn't, because I've passed 2 diamonds, I don't think this is I am doubling this for penalties. I think Magnus is allowed to pull it with a stiff heart and 6 solid diamonds or something. So he didn't. We passed it. We defended it, and I'm not sure we can get any more than we did. But we got 1 off for 100. The double mattered not one bit. What mattered about the board was us not going negative. And I think if you bid any more with my hand or whatever we bid to past 2 diamonds. I mean, maybe even 2 diamonds doesn't make. I know you're losing 3 diamond tricks. Maybe even 2 diamonds doesn't make. I don't know. Stephen Lee's hand was very good for the auction. He possibly had the best hand at the table. I can't remember the exact hand he's got. He's got King Jack of Spades, Ace 10 of Diamonds, and the King of Clubs. So not quite the best hand at the table, but I think Gad's very lucky that Stephen's got such a good hand. I know Gad knows he's got a good hand from the bidding, but that was a classic match point board where we're all fighting just to get the best score possible. So the double didn't really matter. If you looked at the score sheet, no one was going for 50. So the double just tied us with a few other people who've gone for 100. East-West was not many, so maybe the double itself gained us about 3%, but getting positive on the board got us slightly above average anyway. There was another hand from that match where I'm still talking on video. Magnus was responding to me as if I'd stopped talking. So there's another hand in that match where I'm going to give you the East-West hand, and you get to 5 spades. And the bidding had gone. I'm going to rotate it so that South is declarer. The bidding had gone. 1 diamond on your right, so you bid a spade. The hand on your left jumps to 3 diamonds. Your partner bids 4 diamonds, which is a good race to 4 spades. And the hand on your right bids 5 diamonds. So decision 1, are you bidding 5 spades or not? Well, partner's marked as short diamonds here. Partner might have 1 at most, you'd think. If they're bidding to 5 diamonds vulnerable, you think partner's got 1 at most, and it's match points. And obviously, you think 4 spades is probably making. So, do you think you're getting 800 for 5 diamonds? That's the issue. If you're not getting 800 for 5 diamonds, they've already beat you. So the only way to kind of get back in the board is to try and make 650, because if 620 is the limit of the hand, they've already beat you on the board. So you tie back the board, or you win back the board if you bid 5 spades and make it. But at teams, you probably just whack it. You probably just take a safe plus score. Partner's going to have values for their race to 4 spades. Anyway, so you bid 5 spades, and it goes pass, pass, pass. Oh no, apologies. It goes double on your left, pass, pass, pass. So the hand on your left doubles. What can they be doubling on, you think, as you look at dummy? I've no idea. And at trick 1, they lead the 10 of hearts, and you are playing in 5 spades. They've doubled it, and they lead the 10 of hearts. Well, you haven't got many losers. You've got 1 diamond loser, maybe a heart loser, maybe a spade loser. That's it on the hand. So you lead the 10 of hearts, and in case hearts are 4-1, now this might be a reason for them to double. They might be trying to play their partner for the ace of hearts alone and try and get 10 of hearts to the ace and heart ruff. Is that a possibility? Yeah, potentially. So you go 10 of hearts. So I don't think you're ducking this. So what you do is you play the queen, and then you're going to decide later whether to play for the second finesse in hearts against the 9 or something. If they've led the 10 from 10-9x, well, you look at their card and they would lead the 9 from that holding. So the 10 is only from singleton or doubleton. So you lead the 10, they lead the 10, you cover the queen, they play the king, and you win the ace. And then you draw a round of trumps to see what's happening, and you play a top trump from your hand, and it goes small, small, discard. And they discard a discouraging diamond. So at trick 3, you play a diamond. You need to ruff a diamond in dummy. You can't afford to draw trumps and take, and have this second diamond loser in your hand. So you need to be able to ruff a diamond in dummy. So at trick 3, you play a low diamond, and the hand on your left ducks this, forcing the hand on your right to win it. And then your hand on your right plays a second heart. Now what do? You crunch time in the hand. You know you've got a spade loser. You know you've lost a diamond. You know the hand on your left has led a heart instead of their combined diamond suit. And you know the hand on your left has ducked the diamond that you played towards dummy to force their partner to win it to be on lead. And a second heart comes through. What do? Are you taking the finesse or not? Make your decision. If you take the finesse, it loses to Magnus's 10-9 doubleton. We got very lucky on this board. I think. I don't know whether you'd make it if there might be a restricted choice thing. Anyway, I don't know if you'd make it without a heart lead. But the heart lead might give you. I don't know. I think the heart lead makes you more likely to go off. I think it's more likely Magnus is leading a singleton, trying to get a ruff potentially. But the only thing that makes you question it is when you play the first spade and they're 4-0, he's doubling on a trump trick. So is it necessarily going to be leading a singleton on this auction? Well, it's likely that they've got a singleton, I think. If you just think about the shape of the hand, who's bidding what on what? Like, why have they bid to 5 diamonds when they're missing so many high cards? Well, they're probably bidding on shape, and you know that when the spades end up being 4-0, you know the hand on your right's going to have like 5 or 6 diamonds and another 4-card suit. Is that going to be hearts? Possibly. I don't know. It feels a bit unlucky. It feels we got very lucky on the board. We got 92% for 5 spades doubled 1 off. Now 5 spades 1 off, fine. If you're in 5 spades normally and Magnus doesn't lead a heart, let's say he leads ace and another diamond, for example, and you find out you're losing a trump trick, you have to play the hearts for no losers. And I think if you get a bit of a count on the hand before you attack the heart suit, you can possibly get this right. You end up finding out that the hand on your right, very easily, you just play ace of clubs, ruff a club, and maybe ruff a club later. You find the hand on your right is 5-5 in the minors, and so now you know they've only got 3 hearts, and the only 3-heart combination you can pick up is your left-hand opponent having 10-9 doubleton. So I don't know whether Gad would make that if we didn't lead a heart, but I think the heart lead is very difficult to get right. So if you did that right as a watcher of this video and you said, I'm not going to take the finesse, then we would have got a bottom against you, but we got a good board against the people we were playing. We're back at the restaurant place. We are 2 wins from 3 today. We got a 14-6, which we thought was better. We had, on the bridge mates when they give you the percentages, we had 1 flat, 6 good and 1 0. I might show the 0 in a second. But yeah, I thought we'd done better than that, so I have to just double check those scores have gone in right. But just maybe they're all just slightly above average, and as the field finishes, we'll maybe get a VP or two. A VP or two. But we rushed to the clue. I wonder what sort of cake that is. They've written tiramisu on the cake. Don't know why. But yeah, so you can see all the pastries we've got. Om nom 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 nom. So, Bill's got a motto for you, and I think it's a very good motto to follow based on what's just happened. What's the motto, Neil?
Never trust Spence Jones.
That's fairly good. If I had not trusted Magnus all weekend, we'd be doing way better. Note to future Steve. Do the hand we defended against Neil and Mew, where I ducked the ace of hearts twice, and we beat 4 spades. So we drew with Neil and Mew 10-all, and then we lost 17-3. Honestly, not much we can do. Our opponents stumbled. I will say stumbled into the... It sounds like I'm bitter here. Stumbled into the right spot too many times in this set. I think there was one board where we can do better, and I didn't, and I took a low road. But I guess maybe I'm trying to psych them out a bit. I don't know. We've got one match to go. We can't finish average now. We are 11 behind average. So if we get a 20-0 on our last match, we'll be 1 behind average. It is what it is. I don't think we deserve to be above average on this display. Possibly should have beaten Neil and Mew. Could not have won that match. Whatever happens, maybe we can make it closer. We were losing 20-0 with 2 boards to go, and we got 2 good boards at the end to lose 17-3. So maybe we could have made a slightly narrower loss, but yeah, they decided to double us in 3 clubs with a combined club suit of 2 opposite King Jack Doubleton, and it's the right thing to do. 3 finesses are wrong for us, so we got 2 off. But if any, yeah, it was lucky decision. I think. I don't know. I don't think it's the right decision, but it worked. So, is a decision that works the right decision? Who knows? That's a philosophical bridge question for you. We can't feel too bad. We couldn't win that match. So if you can't win a match, that's probably the only match. We've had 2 matches now out of 11 that we couldn't win, I think, based on what our opponents have done, and that we haven't made the mistakes to lose us the match. They've just played well or done the right thing. So it sounds a bit bitter, but it's a bit frustrating when a match like that happens. And I don't like this because it feels like it's rubbing it in, but South, rather than looking at the bridge mate, just kept going, oh, is that good for us? And then when his partner said 70%, he goes, oh, really? And I'm like, of course minus 500 our way is going to be good for you. Of course, when we make 11 tricks in 2 spades, that's going to be good for you. So, it's just a bit frustrating. Like, we're taking our bad boards without saying anything. We're not ranting at each other. We're not kind of whatever like that. But they're rubbing it in by just doing this. So, I feel a bit aggrieved. It feels like sour grapes. I understand. I'll calm down in a few minutes, but that's what I feel. So we've got one more to go. We're going to do well, aren't we, Magnus?
Sure, yeah.
We haven't had a 20-0 today, so we're going to get one. That's the goal. 20-0. You get to 4 hearts on this hand. Your partner opens a short club, a 2-card club suit. The next hand bids 1 spade. You bid 2 hearts on your 5-card heart suit and diamonds. And your partner jumps to 4 hearts. They've got a 4-card support and the maximum weak no trumps. So they're a bit too good to bid 3 hearts, I think. And so it's good pass. And they lead a spade. Then he goes down with what you can see: Jack 9 to 4, Queen to 4, King Queen X, Ace Queen tight. And they lead a spade, and he goes small 10 small, and then they go Queen of Spades. So they're signalling for clubs here. So the King of Clubs is offside, but it doesn't really matter because it's going to go away in your 4th diamond. Small. And then they play the King of Spades. Now, what heart do you ruff with? And this might depend on the quality of people you're playing. But what you probably should do is ask Steve, what spade did they lead and what spade did they follow with? Because the left-hand opponent led... I can't remember the exact pit, but led something like the 6 and followed with the 7. And if you ask them what they lead from a Doubleton in partner suit, they would have said high. So either they've overcalled on a 4-card suit, or they are leading low from too low when partner's overcalled spade. What's more likely? Well, look at what their suit is. It's Ace, King, Queen, 10, maybe to 5, maybe to 4. So this is a sort of thing that
people think is a 4-card overcall, and I've got a lot of theory on this and whatever. I probably wouldn't overcall a spade here. You haven't got heart length with the actual hand that you had, and your hand's playable in 3 suits anyway, so I think you should probably be doing a double or passing and then doubling hearts later if it's your hand to compete with. The danger is if partner bids like stop 3 spades, they're going to force you in hearts, and you've only got 4 spades. So you're going to be roughing in the long trump hand straight away. If partner, has if you end up being in like a 7-card fit or something, you're just in a really bad position because you're roughing in the long trump hand, which is why it's bad. Or if they got 5 spades and their partner is led from a doubleton, I don't know. And I think you need to trust your opponents. If your opponents look like people aren't necessarily going to be too crafty, they're more likely to have overcalled a 4-card suit than they are leading from low from a doubleton. I think that is very likely. So Magnus is in a tough spot. He roughs high and he loses a trump trick to the jack. The full hand's there. It's what the person who's on lead should do, because they want you to FI. They should play a middle spade, and then when they see the situation when their partner's 10 holds, they know their partner's going to go spade, they should pretend they have a doubleton here, and they weren't imaginative enough to do that. And Magnus still sadly got it wrong for us, so Magnus roughed high. But if they play a middle spade then a low spade, they've got you now, and now you FI hoping hearts break, and they don't. But because they weren't imaginative enough, I don't think we should be losing out on this board, and we did. It was the first board of the match. That might be the board we can get back on, but it started off bad, and then they did the right thing, or did the wrong thing, it worked, and blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to be too bitter. It's a shame. Our aim was to finish above average, and we're doing all right today. I think we what have we got? 9, 13, 14, 10. So we were plodding along. We were clawing it back, and then we just got 3, and now, we're just not going to do it. So it's been a disappointing week for me, bridge-wise, results-wise and playing-wise. I don't think I've played to my usual ability. I think I've got bridge fatigue. I've obviously done 2 days in London and almost straight away go to Toronto and play 9 days in Toronto, then come back and play 2 days in North Wales, and then come back and play 4 days in Eastbourne. I've honestly not had a weekend off since June. And this is bridge fatigue. So I've actually taken next weekend off. I was going to play in Oxfordshire, but I only had 1 day to go down for, and I think it's a bit far to go for 1 day. So I'm going to take it a bit easier. We won it last year, but we're not going to defend our title. But I think I'm just going to take it a bit easier. I need to maybe start dieting and do some exercise and relax a bit and get back into the rhythm. My 2 Ts are going to start piling up soon. A new term starts, and I'll be picking up some more students, hopefully. So my time's going to be a bit more full until I go away for Vegas, I think. A couple of Premier League weekends. Oh, nice dress. Look at that dress. Look at that dress. Ooh. Very nice. Very nice. And we're done. That's my usual ending phrase. There is the man.
Hello. Hi.
There is the man. We have won our last match. Don't know how much by. There was an error in... I don't think you can play the round. They had an error in the setting up of the round. 1 or 2 of the pairs from the field disappeared from the field, and they paired it. And then these pairs don't know where they're playing. And so we were bidding the first board, and the directors goes, whoa, 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 whoa. People are at the wrong table. They reseeded it. We then moved 1 table, but instead of sitting east-west, we went and sat north-south, and we started playing another board. And then you go, whoa, 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 whoa. Go back to where you were and play that. So, I don't know how many of the field sat the wrong way briefly and saw cards they shouldn't see. You just can't ethically play those boards. There's one hand where I know I should lead the trump, but I can't ethically. But who's gonna police that? There were going to be people who have got good memories, who have seen other hands around the table that they were bidding, and then they got told to move, and now they're defending, or vice versa. And they're going to find missing queens, find the killing leads, keep the right cards. It's not fair. And basically, in a set of 8 boards, we'd played 2 boards, either we've sat the wrong way and we've got advantage, or opponents have sat the wrong way and they've got advantage on 2 out of the 8 boards. I don't know what you do. I think they handled it well. They made us move back to our original one, and we bid a hand out, and then when we played it again we bid it out the same. It's not like we didn't do anything weird there. And then on the other one we saw, they got to the same contract we did when we held the cards. So I don't know, that just feels like a big error. There's obviously something gone wrong, and what they should have done is you should have just gone stop, not made a decision, waited. I know it's not great, but wait 10 minutes, get it right, and then restart. So basically, so that no one has seen cards they shouldn't be playing, apart from maybe 1 or 2 tables where they have to do a little manual tweak. So I don't think that was handled very well. Apologies. Other than that, the directing here has been great, and it usually is. That was not a goal. We defended and took things 1 off for most of the set, or kept things to par. I had one hand. I think I got a bit lucky on here. I have this hand here. I have king empty to 5, king to 4, ace king tight, ace 1, and it goes pass pass, and I open a spade, pass, and partner bids 2 spades, raises to 2 spades, pass. Now we play Drury here, so with a good 8 count, Magnus could have Druried here. Let's imagine he's got, like, you know, queen jack to 5 hearts and ace to 3 spades and a card. He might have Druried. So for what I might need to make game, Magnus might have Druried. And what I don't want to do, and Magnus does respond lighter than I do, I don't want to punish him for bidding 2 spades. 2 spades should be like, you know, 4 to 8 or 5 to 8 or something like that. 5 to about 8. And so if we make game, it's going to be a thin one. But if I try to bid on and make a game, and spades make badly or something, my spades aren't very good. You need partner. Let's imagine partner's points are all in spades. Let's imagine partner's got ace queen x of spades. You can't really count 10 tricks, can you? You'd need them to have something else. And imagine they have ace queen x of spades and queen to 5 hearts or something like that. That's a really good thing. That's probably about the best you can hope for that he might not have bid Drury on. But if he's got ace queen to spades and queen jack to 4 hearts, that's probably a Drury bid, and he didn't do that. So I passed 2 spades. There's the full hand. We were lucky. The ace of hearts is onside, but spades were 4-1. So I end up losing 3 spade tricks. because I managed to ruff 2 hearts in dummy with a small one and the 10. And then when I play on spades, the stiff ace wins, and I still got to lose 2 spades to the queen and 8. So I think that's a bit lucky that we didn't get too high there, and some people will be going off in things. Or maybe that's a good judgment that the fact that we play Drury means I don't need to invite on this hand, although it's close. At teams I definitely would. But at match point, you don't want to risk going off. Like missing a thin game isn't as bad at match points than potentially just going negative on a board where most people are going plus. And so there we go. Anyway, I don't know what our winning score is. I've had fun. I always do playing with Magnus, and this event is way better than my expectations. Like I've said before, it isn't Brighton. Don't come thinking, oh my God, it's going to be like Brighton, because it's not. But it is the biggest congress I've been to in the UK since COVID. So really good, other than the fact that it might be a teeny bit too warm for me. I'm sweltering. So anyway, I'm going to take a few weeks off at Bridge now until the Premier League comes about, and then that's when you'll see me next. If get some better light. If you'd like to support me, here's a list of my current Patreon supporters. Thank you very much. It helps me out, obviously. I'm doing this all by myself, that means. Putting a lot of effort in to get these videos out for you. So if you do want to support me, there's lots of ways to do it, one of which is Patreon. You can find the link below. Other ways to support me are just like things, comment on things, say what you like, say what you don't like, and share. So peace out until next time. I've been Steve. See you soon.